Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. In today's episode, we're in beautiful Southern California, and more precisely in the Laguna Beach area of Southern California. And as you guys can see from, well, the background behind me, this is a really beautiful beach. The waves are super duper big, so because of that, well, you get a lot of surfers, but it is okay to swim here also. But what I do like about this area is that it isn't a touristic beach. There are still quite a few people, but it's not like Santa Monica and Venice Beach where you only see tourists. Here you're going to see a lot of locals. There's a lot of upper class places, a lot of beautiful buildings. There's a beautiful downtown Laguna Beach, and as I did say, this beach is awesome. It's super blue. It's perfect for surfing. So without any further ado, let's explore. Laguna Beach is a seaside resort city located in southern Orange County, California. It is known for its mild year-round climate, scenic coves, environmental preservation efforts, and artist community. Historically settled by Paleoindians, the Tongva people, and then Mexico, the location became part of the United States following the Mexican-American War. Laguna Beach was settled in the 1870s, officially founded in 1887, and in 1927 its current government was incorporated as a city. Laguna Beach is the only Orange County city protected by dedicated Greenbelt inland and bluebelt seaward. In 1968, local conservationists founded Laguna Greenbelt and began a drive to conserve a horseshoe of hills and canyons surrounding the Laguna Beach area. Tourism is the primary industry, with an estimated 6 million people visiting the community annually. One thing that I've always found very interesting about beach areas is the fact that there are quite a lot of properties that are overlooking the beach, and Laguna Beach really has quite a lot of properties that is overlooking this beach, and especially because the beach is a little bit more narrow, you kind of notice those properties even more. But what's even more funny about beach areas, well, for a long time beach areas were not the rich fancy schmancy areas like they are today. People didn't necessarily want to live by the coast, but something changed maybe 50, 60 years ago, and it became the place to be, the place where people needed to live if they were wealthy or they wanted to just enjoy nature. And I mean, I can't blame them. Beach areas are beautiful, but when you look at the prices of these properties, you kind of wonder how people can afford them. But yeah, at the same time, the Laguna Beach is really, really gorgeous. And as I did mention, it's not the kind of beach where you'll be able to swim very easily because, well, the waves are big, but if you're here for surfing, this is the ideal place to come. The properties surrounding the beach area are truly pretty amazing and are situated a little higher than the actual beach, giving them pristine views of the sea. Some of these houses even have stairs that lead straight from these properties to the beach. Even though some Laguna communities have tried to create private beach areas, none of them are truly private, as California Constitution provides that all beaches seaward of the damp or wet sand area are public property, and that the public has a fundamental right to access. Even though the sea is pretty wild with its big waves, walking down the beach path is amazing. Some structures even have some murals on them, and obviously looking at the sea is very hypnotic too. Not everyone is going to look at it the same way, but I just love looking at the waves hitting the rocks and the seawater creeping up on the beach. It makes for a great spectacle and a wonderful way to enjoy nature and the fresh sea breeze. Wow, there are so many people at this beach. Well, I can't blame them really. I mean, this is Southern California, so, well, it is very hot most of the year, and especially now that it is the heart of summer, it's even hotter, so people need to find ways to cool down, and going to the beach is probably the perfect place to go and cool down. So here I'm standing actually at the main beach of Laguna Beach, which is called the main beach, and it's the most I'll say crowded place, and this is the place where you'll see less surfers. But if you go a little bit more down, a little bit more south, that's where I showed you guys all the big waves and all the surfers, because that's where you would go. But if you want to go and enjoy the sun, you come here to the main beach area. If you want to go enjoy the surf, well, you go a little bit more down, and that's where you'll have the big waves. The main beach is truly the place to go when visiting Laguna Beach. This beach is also pretty known for being in many TV shows and films. Next to the beach, there's the main beach park located at the end of Broadway on Coast Highway. This beachfront park has a really nice playground area for kids to play in. Probably this area is a must for parents who want to relax and kids that simply want to run around and play. Also on the edge of the beach, next to the grassy area, there's a couple of volleyball courts, which are available on first come first served basis. But I must say that even though the beach was full to the brim, there was still an empty court. Likewise, there's a bunch of basketball courts. As mentioned though, because this is the most central beach in this area, it is packed with a lot of people. But even so, the coast still has a good balance of nature and city, so seagulls are still present on the edge of the sea, as well as stranded seaweed. It truly is a sight to see, even though all the seaweed does seem to attract many bugs. Right next to the main beach, there's a secret little garden called the Hessler Park. You actually have to go up a couple of stairs in order to access this park, and once you're here, you find yourself in a narrow little area that goes on for about a mile, and it's a really cool area because it's super green. It has a lot of flowers, but at the same time, there's also a lot of artwork right here. There's actually quite a few sculptures pretty much all over the park, going from the benches where you can sit on them. You can see that they have a lot of sculptings in them, to actual sculptures that are really cool. And what I like about this park is the fact that, first of all, it's kind of hidden, but also at the same time, if you go on your right hand side, you'll see all this greenery. It'll look like a normal park, but then if you look onto your left, then you're going to see beautiful views of the sea and the coast and all the waves coming in. And this is kind of like the power of Laguna Beach, is that you can have all this greenery, but at the same time you can have the beach and then the downtown and all of these beautiful things, and it's all right here in one single area. Stretching along the bluffs on Cliff Drive from Astor Street to Divers Cove, the park was named after Howard G. Hessler, who bought the property in 1905. It contains art sculptures and offers many amenities, including paved walking paths, large grass lawns, picnic tables, charcoal grills, and many sculptures to discover. Most of these sculptures are intertwined with the park, so going on a sort of a hunt for them is actually pretty fun and makes the outdoor stretch feel like a sort of outdoor museum. Most of the sculptures are very modern looking and offer abstract visions of what the artists wanted to interpret, with many of them having ocean themes and other themes that seem to dwell on the subject of time. Because of all of its grassy areas and barbecue-friendly spots, this is the perfect place to spend the afternoon surrounded by friends and family. And of course, Laguna Beach is an actual city, and they do have a little downtown area, and it is the exact thing that you would expect from a small little American town. It's really quaint right here, with a lot of brick buildings and a lot of wooden buildings too. But when you've had a full day at the beach and the sun has been shining a lot on your face and on your body, well, this is the perfect place to come and relax, have a coffee, go get something to eat at a restaurant. It's really fun right here. They have little shops, they have, as I said, restaurants and cafes, so it's really fun to walk right here. And me being European, well, I like to see towns that make me think of America, because this is exactly what I thought America would look like when I came here, and I'm happy that there are some places that do look exactly like what my little imagination had as a kid. The downtown Laguna area is really cute, with many restaurants and cafes, and really has a US small town architecture and vibe. One thing though is that because we are in an upper class area, most of these restaurants and shops are going to be somewhat pricey, so it might not be the perfect place for everyone. Even though you might not stop at any store, it's worth walking through just to see the quaint look of it all. Moreover, Laguna is also known for being really artistic, and because of that there are numerous art galleries surrounding most of the shops and restaurants. Even the walls of some buildings seem to have art on them, and everything in this area really screams art. So whether you are in Laguna Beach to enjoy the beach or to simply peruse the downtown streets, there is something that will cater to pretty much anyone's taste. Laguna Beach truly is the perfect American beach town. It really has a gorgeous beach where you can even surf at, and then there's green areas, there's restaurants, there's cafes, there's just so many things to do. But with that being said, I think that this is the perfect place to end this video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed coming on this visit of Laguna Beach, and if you did enjoy it, please be sure to subscribe, hit the like button, leave me a comment too. Let me know if there's other areas in Southern California you'd like me to visit, or if there's things I missed in Laguna Beach. I could come back and make another video about Laguna Beach. I'm sure that there's quite a lot more to explore. But yeah, that's it. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next video.